Lando Norris was left frustrated after finishing fifth in the Japanese Grand Prix. Lando Norris has discussed plans to hold talks with McLaren following an unexpected pit strategy during the challenging Japanese Grand Prix. The British driver, who had high hopes of securing consecutive podiums after qualifying third on the grid for Sunday's race, was unable to fend off the advancing Ferraris. Carlos Sainz, who began the race alongside Norris on the second row, secured third place behind the two Red Bull drivers. Meanwhile, Ferrari executed a perfect strategy for Charles Leclerc, enabling him to climb from eighth on the grid to a fourth-place finish. A visibly disappointed Norris spoke afterwards about wanting to discuss the race execution with his team. "It was a tough race. I think compared to those guys who had better pace, compared to the Ferraris, just not enough. I think everything kind of fell back in line in terms of Red Bull, Ferrari, then, which is a shame. It doesn't feel great when you start third and just kind of go backwards and kind of feel like you're just fighting a bit of a losing battle against these guys because they can just do a lot more. They can go longer and extend to have a much bigger tire delta. It's hard to fight on a track like this, but we gave it a good shot. We did what we could have done. We've got the maximum points apart from these top two teams, which was all we could do." Norris also expressed his surprise at the team's strategy, saying, "Charles did a good job to go that far on one set of tires, and then I am kind of surprised we boxed as early as we did, to be honest with you, because that just put it in line with what Ferrari did, and we covered George Russell, which I just didn't think we maybe needed to do. This is something well discussed during the briefing. Maybe a discussion of we could have done a better job for P4. It's always difficult to make those decisions at the time. We didn't even know that he was going to pit." McLaren's team principal Andrea Stella responded to the strategy concerns, defending their decision. "When we stopped Lando at the start, we kind of knew that Ferrari were ready to go to undercut us," he explained. "So we wanted to play preventatively. We had two sets of hard, so we could stop early, and in stopping Lando early we wanted to see can we go for the podium?" Stella continued. "And we even tried to see can we go for it to beat Sergio Perez. I thought it was worthwhile trying that. Ultimately, this put us on a race which might have been slightly unpreferred from overall time of the race point of view, but I think it was very worthwhile trying. So on Lando's side we are happy that we wanted to try finishing on the podium.